LEGO has revealed the 5 projects that made it to the second round of the 90s Throwback Contest. These are 5 licenses that LEGO has never done before, and there's such a weird selection of licenses in the best way possible. All things I recognize. Everyone listening to this, please vote for these. The voting ends March 31st, so you got 2 weeks to vote. And to vote on these, you just click the link in the description and then select the one you want. The 5 licenses that they have here are crazy. I mean, we might get a LEGO Forrest Gump set. This is a suitcase of memories. It's a vignette in the suitcase itself, which reminds me a bit of what we've seen from the Wizarding World theme. I like how this opens up, and you have that quote at the back. Of course, life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you might get. But it's just insane to me to see a potential LEGO Forrest Gump set. Like, the packaging on this would be hilarious. And this is more of a morbid curiosity for me. I don't love the Forrest Gump movie, but I just want a LEGO Forrest Gump set because I love my weird licenses. Hey, it would be another Best Picture winner as a LEGO set. But yeah, the build here is fun and clever, so I don't mind it on that level either. I like how this picture has the passports in there. It's also crazy that this will be our first live action Tom Hanks character. I love the accessories you could swap out, like the ping pong paddle, the hat, as well as the design of a Curious George book, which there's no way they're going to get the license for that as well. That was submitted by user Mind the Brick. And yeah, we've had restaurants licensed out from this movie. It's a very iconic movie. So I don't think a LEGO set is impossible. I mean, yeah, is it the most appropriate movie license out there? Not exactly, but it's a PG-13, and it's cool to see LEGO doing a set based off a drama movie. Next is a LEGO Wallace and Gromit buildable figure set. I mean, this is a motorcycle and sidecar based off of a British property. Did we just get a LEGO set for this? I'm kidding. I actually love the idea of LEGO Wallace and Gromit. It's similar to a LEGO Ideas project that was denied before. And as much as I'm a minifigure lover, the best way to translate those characters is seemingly a buildable figure styling. And my gosh, these are translated amazingly. Love the shapes, especially with the fingers right there. Like, that's just a bang up job. This looks like an excellent display model. It's just the one I want the least because I like minifigures best. And Wallace and Gromit seems like a license that could actually be approved outside of this. I don't know if they would ever specifically select a LEGO Forrest Gump set in a whole LEGO Ideas roundup. Regardless, I would not mind if this wins, and it's a fantastic project. Also, the butt build for Wallace is hilarious. The one thing is that I wish they were in their normal outfits. Like, maybe this should have just been the characters standing up, because then we would have the classic outfits without these helmets and everything there. But I mean, this is something from the shorts. I also think that this will be the most popular out of all of them and is the most likely to win. That was done by Pydlium. Then we have another Buffy the Vampire Slayer library set. Yeah, we literally had that in the main round of a big version of this. Like, by the same person, Bricktoria. Yeah, one is slightly bigger and it has that whole display stand, while this one is smaller and shrunken. It is a little bit weird because there were other library submissions from Buffy by other people. Maybe they should have chosen for this round one from another user, but I guess congrats to Bricktoria. I do think this works better as a smaller version, which you see here. I actually like this specific version of the build more than the one from the other round. I don't know if that means the one from the other round is guaranteed not to win, but yeah, this property is in both rounds, oddly enough. The build for this looks really fun, but this is the license out of the minifigure stuff that I would want the least. No offense to my mom, who absolutely loves this. And she wanted to vote for it last round, but there's just some weird IP address stuff with LEGO Ideas where I need to like only use one account or something like that to vote, so I didn't want to mess anything up there. I don't really care for the minifigures of this set, but I'm sure the actual ones will be more interesting if this does get picked. My whole problem with this library, again, while it's a fun build, I wish it was like a fully enclosed library, which would call for a larger, much more expensive set, and LEGO wouldn't do that. So we just kind of get this display of a facade of a library scene. Then there's the Mighty Ducks, which is a movie that probably has the least appeal out of all the licenses in here. But I love the build here where it's half of a hockey ring. That is awesome. I love that they have the quote at the bottom there. It says, "I'm proud to be a duck, and I'm proud to fly with any one of you." And I love the minifigures there. We don't get too much sports stuff, so to get a specific sports license is kind of fun. Part of me wishes this was actually the full ice hockey rink. That would be really cool because we haven't gotten an indoor one in a specific set from my understanding, unless you go back to like the Lego sports line, which didn't have the glass like this one does. But I do get the diorama approach. I love the use of those clear tiles for the floor. That one's by Blocksmiths. And then finally, this one's my favorite, the Mr. Bean project. I don't know, I always wanted the Mr. Bean car in Lego, but I do think Mr. Bean's like my favorite out of all of these licenses here. It's such a cute little display too, with the little sidewalk. I love to see a Lego Rowan Atkinson minifigure. But the car itself is just very iconic to me, and I would love to see that build in Lego form. This is more so based off of the original TV show than the later movies, which some of you might be more familiar with. I want this one to win, but again, I don't mind if any of these win. I think these are all fantastic project selections and provide for such an array of licenses from the 90s alone. I really hope that we get more of these, like maybe a 2000s version of this, because we had the 80s one and we have the 90s one. Just a quick reminder, the 80s one had the selection of that Gremlins Gizmo set, which is adorable, and the Goonies set, which I don't even know when those are coming out. I'm guessing maybe later this year. I mean, that's crazy because that contest was like early last year, if I'm not mistaken. And then the 5 for the last session of the 90s throwback was Fifth Element, X-Files, Buffy, Edward Scissorhands, and Jumanji, which were all really cool builds, and I can't wait to hear the results. Apparently these will be announced with those results on June 2nd, 2025. I'm very hyped to see what wins from all of this. Again, please go vote. Follow the link in the description. Let me know, which of these is your favorite? Which are you voting for? I mean, again, I'm Team Bean. And you know, we went over the submissions for round 2 in the last video for round 1. And there are properties where I'm like, oh, I wish Lego would have chosen those. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, which got a couple submissions. I love this one from Water Leaper. I mean, look at the figures. That's a great Pot of Greed build. And I love having Magic Cylinder and Swords of Revealing Light as tile pieces. I love Yu-Gi-Oh, especially the old 90s stuff. I'm a Yu-Gi boomer, as they say. And then part of me was hoping we'd get like a Nickelodeon submission chosen, because this classic Nickelodeon stuff would make for cool sets. Like I like this Pizza Time 61649 submission for Rugrats Reptar. Would be cool to get Lego Rugrats. Subscribe here for more Lego news, commentary, and honest Lego takes, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.